do that. And so as my husband and I took a Father's Day walk around our beautiful Lynx Lake here, Richard, my husband, decided to use every so often, I think I'm going to be John's dog at this moment.
I hope he wasn't looking for a treat.
Yeah, no, well, only for the shade, because as you know, it was quite hot here. But when you stop, and you purposely stop in your life and begin to observe. As I drove here today, one of the most beautiful things to me is as you crest the road to see all the granite rocks and the lake, it's a picture that's worth untold amount of money in your mind.
Yeah, you really are so true. A lot of people just get on that fast track and they never get off regardless of what they're doing.
Yes.
Let's hurry up and watch the movie.
Yes.
Let's hurry up and get to the restaurant. Let's hurry up and get home.
Yes.
Right?
Well, it's amazing with the, speaking of movies, I thought about that the other day. Remember when you anticipated going to the movie theater in the evening, you would dress up, you planned to go to the movie theater, there maybe was a matinee on Saturday or Sunday. Now people leave work midday, go see a movie before they go to work. It's no longer
an experience.
Right. No, we
5 secrets you need to discover before you die. Back after this. In the movie An Affair to Remember, Deborah Carr asked Cary Grant, she says, what makes life so complicated? Cary Grant says, people? So I think that pretty much sums up how we need to get back to simplicity.
And there is a beautiful line that the problem with life is that it's so daily. And to me that is, you know,
a good one.
This book is full of so many beautiful lines. One of the ones that caught my heart at the very beginning is again one that John's, the author's grandfather had given to him, and it's actually something that I have intuitively used in my consulting business for many years, and that's when you're asking people to develop what's their ideal occupation or career, and they're always saying they're not sure. One of the questions that you ask is, at the end of a day, no matter how hard you have actually worked, which days did you feel good? And what the author's grandfather's advice was, is judge your days, am I good tired or bad tired?
Yes.
Okay? And everyone remembers, you'll remember the shows where you walked out of here so invigorated that something occurred during the course of the show that lit your fire the whole rest of the day.
And, you know, I think we've all used that. I think most of us have said, I'm tired, but then we back up and say, but it's a good tired.
It is.
I think
and it's a very different
that occasionally.
Yeah.
Yes.
And isn't it funny though? A lot of people will look at other people's lives and say, they always want to be somebody else. They always want to be somebody else's lives, and they don't really realize how rich their lives are. I think we need to look at that too, instead of saying, I want to be the other guy.
Correct. And one of the lessons, the leave no regret lesson, was how, when asked, you know, how did you live your life not leaving any regrets? One of the younger participants at the time said that his dad had been an incredibly successful anesthesiologist. He had, at the point at which his dad had done 20,000 procedures, the hospital threw a big party for him. And the participant then said to his dad, Dad, what does it feel like to have done 20,000 procedures? To which his dad said, I really wish that I had become an accountant. He said the only time I was ever really happy was when I was doing the accounting. Yes, the accounting for the medical practice. And at that point, the man who, I think his name was Bob, said to himself he would never live his life in a way where he would have that type of regret when someone asked him, how was this or how was that? Well, I regret that I didn't. And when you think about an anesthesiologist, incredibly prestigious position, the greatness that he did to do the good that he did. This is not just a shabby little job here.
Exactly.
Okay? And yet not to be attached to it at the level that your heart was involved in what you were doing on a daily basis you loved.
And you know, Andrea, I think we could, at the end of our life or close to it, have less regrets if we listen to our parents.
Well, I don't know about that. My parents didn't want me marrying my husband. So.
Oh, really?
But they've taken that back.
Well, let's get into regrets then. Shall we?
No,
it is so true. If you're just satisfied, I think most of us need to be more satisfied with the lives we're living.
Correct.
And if not, we had a lady on the other day who was talking about her book called Unplugged, how to disconnect from the rat race.
Yes.
And if not, then unplug.
Absolutely.
Find a way.
And the one point I want to bring out, gratitude, will be the prevailing thought. in this book, as in all the other ones, there is so much at every second of the day that we can be grateful for, even in the midst of things going wrong, and the ability to pull yourself up and rebound is the message that came back through.
We're always going to have issues. It's how we handle them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That is the across time.
Finding the book. Are we giving books away today?
We absolutely have a book to give away.
Okay, we have a book to give away, and we'll tell you how you can do that at the end of the show. You can own the 5 secrets you must discover before you die. And if they don't win it, how can they find it?
Well, very easily. Any one of the library is always an encouragement. You can go on to John's site, JOHNIZZO.com, and you can purchase it straight from there. And of course, always through the author, the publisher. This publisher's a super one. Barrett Kohler. They really devote themselves to building community around their books.
And check your public TV stations when it airs?
Yes, check the public TV station. Ask them to please get this on.
There you go.
Thank
The
you.
5 secrets.
As always,
Okay.
very uplifting. So see,
Thank
I'm
you.
going to feel good about this.
Final thoughts when we come back.